we are back from break, and we have two awesome guests with us. We are having Leon from Free Play Florida and Ed from the Pinball Lounge. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for joining us.
Thank you.
So you guys obviously do a lot in the community, and especially the BART. So what exactly have you guys brought for this evening? I see you have the Funhouse pinball machine, and you have some other machines in the other room as well.
We've got another 4 pinball machines over there that we brought today.
Nice. And we got probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, coming at the end of the year in November, Free Play Florida. What exactly can we expect for that kind of event from this collaboration? I mean, a lot of, obviously, just a crap ton of amazing games to play.
No, absolutely, yeah. We're going to have over 200. We're shooting for 220 to 30 pinball and arcade machines that are brought by all the collectors in the local community and non-local. We got some people that bring machines down from the Carolinas. A year and a half, 2 years ago, we had New York and Michigan bring down some machines.
Oh, real cool.
So yeah, we're gonna bring as many as we can, but we shoot for around 230 arcade and pinball machines, and we have people like the Pinball Lounge that help by bringing a couple machines also, and so it's a collaboration. It's definitely a community group effort. Because without the machines, there is no show. And that's kind of my rally cry for the whole group is without the machines, there's no show. So we really do love and appreciate the partnerships that we make with people like Pinball Lounge.
Right. Do you guys, for these events, do you try to get some more like rare obscure cabinets and like pinball machines, or is it a good mixture of everything, or is it stuff that mainly a lot of people know?
A little bit of everything, yeah. We definitely have the classics. Yeah. You know, we have the Defenders and Miss Pac-Mans, but we have the rarities too. We have an EM skill game called Meltdown coming this year. There was there last year also. There's a collector somewhere in North Polk County that brings this really rare EM skill game. It's called Meltdown. That'll be there. But Reactor, there's a Reactor here tonight. We're going to have a line of reactors.
Nice.
And we're going to have a competition because it's such a rare game and no one ever sees it. So we're having actually a competition for a reactor. It's called Reactor Meltdown.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, and we do have some rare pinball machines that show up. It just depends on the collector, what they're willing to bring, and what we can find and ruffle the bushes, so to speak, and break them loose from the trees.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. We definitely have a little bit of a mix of, and not to exclude consoles. This year we have some consoles, some Japanese consoles that people have never seen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we definitely have the rarity comes across all spectrums.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Very neat.
That's awesome. And you mentioned having the competition for like Reactor Meltdown. Will there be any other kind of competition for like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, stuff like that? Will we be having any like big names coming down showcasing some of those skills?
Absolutely, yeah. We do. Not only do we have an IFPA sanctioned pinball tournament, which the Pinball Lounge is involved in. They're going to be doing our lounge of the pinball tournament. So not only do we have that, but we definitely have. What we did this year was we asked the community and the people to say, what do you want to compete in? So they're sending us their requests. So we might get a request for, I don't know, Donkey Kong 3, and somebody might want to do a world record for game this, and somebody might want to do a world record for that. So they're telling us what they want to do, and then we're going to supply the games.
That's really cool.
We're going to set up the time in the day, and then they can put their record on the line and put their... Yeah, so that's
awesome.
That's what we're doing. So, yeah, we definitely have other tournaments throughout the weekend. And we're leaving it up to the community to say, we want to go for this, we want to go for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we don't, we're letting them kind of spread the cheer, so to speak.
Yeah. That's really awesome when you let people send in their ideas of what they would like to see. It really, it's like, you're going to play what we want you to play and just deal with it.
Right. Or
it's
you're
really
going
nice
to play what we have on hand.
Exactly. And it's that you guys really reach out and try to make it the best experience for everybody.
It's been well received. We've received, I don't know, I would say almost a dozen requests for world records and for competitions this year already. So,
nice.
Yeah.
So will Pinball Lounge have a certain section of stuff that they're showcasing, or will you just be helping provide cabinets and pinball machines for the
little
event?
Both. We are going to have a spot where we'll have some of our machines that not only that we have at the lounge, but some of them that we'll have available in case people are interested in buying a pinball machine.
Oh, cool.
We'll also be helping Leon at Free Play Florida with the, like he said, the lounge area of the tournament, the pinball tournament area. For those that are into pinball and those that have played pinball, first off, you're having to stand up the whole time.
Yeah.
Second off, if you get going on a good game, you can be there for quite some time playing that game.
Yeah.
So it can be grueling.
Yeah.
Well, same with video games as well, but
Yeah.
but it's just the physics of playing a pinball machine. Your body, there's a lot of body physics. You're moving that game around. You're trying to interact
Right.
with that ball. So we're just basically going to give the players of that tournament a place to relax, a place to get some snacks, something to eat. Kick back and relax. Maybe watch a cheesy B movie, kind of get your mind off.
That's
Perfect.
awesome. Nice.
Just a place to just unplug for a bit.
Yeah,
before you go back in and kick somebody else's butt.
Absolutely. The concept of bringing in the pinball lounge to create this lounge atmosphere for these tournament players. Literally, these players do not leave from 9 o'clock in the morning until midnight. They literally stay in the same area. So our thought was, well, let's provide them an opportunity to relax, commiserate with their fellow players. Some of them are friendly, some of them are not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us give them an area to kind of relax and
unwind.
maybe unwind. So the thought was, well, how can we do this? And so we are going to literally make them a lounge area with snacks and refreshments and hosted by the Pinball Lounge, and to give them an opportunity to feel like, okay, this isn't such a high-pressure cooker that we thought it was. Let's sit back and chill out. And all the scores and the viewing and the placements of who's in what place can be viewed on big screen televisions and what have you. So that was the thought and the idea. So this is our first year doing that.
Yeah.
So we're going to see how it goes, and if it continues, then maybe we'll build on it. Maybe we'll add, chase lounges and
Yeah.
Very swanky.
Yeah, absolutely, very swanky. Right.
Massages.
I mean, the sky's really the limit. No, that's really awesome that you'll be providing a space, because it is important. I mean, when people are competing, and you want to be in a sort of a stress-free area to where you can kind of get your mind ready for, like you said, you're standing for. What would you say is the long, like, what is the record for a football game in terms of somebody having to stay on their feet and not move? Like, are we talking like 24 hours? Or are we talking
in a tournament atmosphere? No, because the games are tweaked for
Okay.
tournament play, and things are set to be very, very difficult. There's no ball saves. There's some
Outlane
of the
rubbers have been
outlane rubbers
removed.
have been removed. So if it hits the outlane, it's going to drain.
Okay.
There's no death save moves that you can do legally in a tournament area. But I believe that, I don't know if Ed knows, I remember seeing something a little over a year ago where there was a gentleman, I want to say in Europe, that did a longest world record attempt on a pinball machine, and I want to say it went for a couple dozen hours, but
Wow.
I don't quite, and it was streamed and what have you. So I don't know that in a tournament atmosphere that there's any real record, but I got to say that some of the tournaments that happen across the country, I've definitely seen some very long plays on very, very tough machines where a hack, would maybe last 30 seconds. These guys have lasted 10, 12 minutes, and you're just blown away. So
Yeah.
in the realm of things, 12 minutes doesn't sound long, but on one of these tournament machines,
I'm
man,
sure,
that's a
yeah.
lifetime on one of these tournament machines.
Have you guys, either of you, ever attempted, been in a tournament, tried to,
We have tournaments on a regular basis at
Okay.
the lounge, at least quarterly.
Oh, that's great.
And we sometimes, myself and my business partner Kurt Van Zyl, will both get involved in the tournament. He's a much better player than I am. But it just, you get involved in this thing, and you get wrapped up in the excitement of it, and you're playing, and and then somebody else comes up and they're playing, and you're watching, and you're like, oh crap, they're going to beat my score, and you're like, oh, they missed it. Great, it's just the fun of it. It's
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's a great time.
Do you swap out machines periodically,
Oh, my
bringing new
gosh.
stuff?
The Pinball Lounge, we have 18 machines in there now. Within the past year of being in business, we swapped at least 30 machines out.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
nice.
if you see a machine in the lounge today, it's a good possibility that within a month from now, there's probably going to be 2 or 3 games that aren't there anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Where
try to,
where can people find the Pinball Lounge if they?
We-
do you have a
we're-
Facebook page? And
absolutely.
Okay.
Facebook / The Pinball Lounge.
Okay, great.
We do have a website, www.thepinballlounge.com. We try to keep all that stuff up to date. Probably the most up to date is Facebook.
Cool.
But we're located in Oviedo, inside the bowling center there in Oviedo.
Okay.
We've completely decked it out.
You know what I love
It's just a
about
good
the
time.
Pinball Lounge is that you can walk away from a game, and in 8 feet, you can get yourself a whiskey and nachos in about 8 feet from the games. That's
Sign
what
me
I love.
up.
It is the best, man. It is awesome.
I'll tell
That's
Chris we're leaving. We're going to
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Midnight. Until midnight.
And for free play, is it the 11th, 12th, and 13th?
Yes,
for
yeah.
November?
It's November 11th, 12th, and 13th. November 11th is a good day for us. That's our opening day of Friday. It's also Veterans Day, so we're asking all the veterans to come out. We do have special pricing for veterans on the 11th.
Very cool.
And then we run through Sunday. We run through midnight on Friday, midnight on Saturday. And once you pay to get in, you play everything for free. We have scheduled guests coming in. We're going to have movie night on Friday. We have an entire slate of special guests speaking throughout the whole. There's got to be 10 hours of speakers on Saturday.
Oh, wow.
And then after that, we have podcasts, we have interviews, we have photo ops, we have all kinds of things happening with those special guests throughout the whole weekend. And then Sunday's a little bit light on that regard, but that's when the end of the pinball tournament starts. That starts from 9 a.m. until whenever they finish. And so, yeah, it's a packed weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 11, 12, 13, yeah.
And if they want to
Sounds
learn
great.
more, is it freeplayflorida.com? Or
Yep. Yeah, and same with Facebook, Freeplay Florida, freeplayflorida.com. Our hotel is open. Pre-sale tickets are actually discounted right now. So if you want to get a little bit of a cut on your ticket price, our Friday, Sunday, and Saturday and weekend passes are all discounted right now until October 31st, and then we go to full price after that. So
Great.
Yeah.
Well,
Great.
We'll go ahead and plug all the media when we post this
Absolutely.
episode on
Thank you.
Monday and give
Appreciate
all that
that.
stuff. So, Leon, Ed, thank you guys so much for coming
Very
on.
cool.
Really
Thank you.
appreciate it,
Absolutely.
and for everything you do for the community. So
Hey, thank you for
guys.
having us.
No
for having
problem. And
Thanks,
we'll be
guys.
back right after the quick break.
Sure.
All right. right, we are back after a much-needed break, talking with Leon and Ed from Free Play Florida and the Pinball Lounge. Two awesome guys.
Great guys.
So we'll be sharing that more on our Facebook page and all that stuff. But we're going to kick it down to a little more immature level right now. We got Brandon, good buddy of mine, and Ben, my most handsome friend. So, and we're going to talk about the division and how much it sucks. Because I read today that they are postponing all future DLC until further notice, until they can basically fix the game. So everything we paid for is on hold. Anything that's scheduled that's supposed to come out is no. You're not getting any more DLC content, no more expansions until they fix the game. I read that and I almost threw up my mouth.
So that means that the 3 people that are still playing the division
exactly.
are going to stop playing the
Exactly.
division now.
Disappointed players.
And they're just the devs that are playing it. I mean, like, this game, when it first came out, was amazing. I had a lot of fun with the original story. And as soon as you finish the story, the game just went to shit. Pardon my my vulgarity.
It's your podcast.
Yeah, I know, but people are touching me. I don't know who it is. I like it, though. So, yeah, I mean, literally after you did all the encounters, it was literally running the same 4 missions over and over and over again for crap items. If I get one more Lone Star set piece, I'm going to stab someone. I mean, right? I mean, that's literally all that dropped. I mean, you probably got like 4 full sets of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Once.
Absolutely, sir. I got 4 full sets.
No, I just think the game lacked any content after the story, like you said.
It did.
So once
It did.
the expansion pack came out, you played it for a couple of days, you played the expansion, you finished it, and then you're going, what's next? What are we supposed to be doing at this point?
Well, not to mention that there's that whole storyline at the end where there's the rogue agent and he's supposedly behind all of this, and the green poison and everything, and you do that final little teaser mission. And you're like, oh, cool, this guy, we're going to go after him in the Dark Zone, and we're going to try and find him. Completely gone. Like, we never hear about him ever again.
I was so excited, like, oh, we're going to pick up and we're going to chase this guy down. Instead of like, oh, he's in Costa Rica, drinking coconuts off a man's butt. I mean, like, really, I mean, like, that was the whole final part of the first, game. And it just,
You haven't even talked about the loot yet, so.
No,
not really.
No, the loot is. The game is so disappointing, like to the point where I never want to do like an expansion pass out the game anymore. I mean, like I had so much faith in that game. The beta, the original whole story I was hooked. I was obsessed. The fact that you added no new encounters. You added no new base expansion except that useless tunnel underneath. But that was nothing. I mean, like, my base upstairs is useless. There was no point to me going upstairs other than run the same missions over and over again for gear that sucks. I mean, like, they added all these cool sets, but they never dropped. I mean, there was no randomization. It was all, like, 2 sets that dropped, and that was it. And it just, I mean, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because I want to enjoy the game, but I can't. I cannot go back to play that game anymore.
Early in the year when it was coming out, you convinced us all. You're like, you have to just pay for the expansion now because it's going to be the most amazing game ever.
And because it ruins my credibility as a human being and gamer.
He did it to me too.
And it's just
we're not going to listen to you next time.
Well, trust me, I'm going to be much more cautious going into a new IP like that.
He's already bought all of Battlefield 1, the season pass.
Well, Battlefield I know will be fine.
That's like a franchise.
Yeah, that'll be fine. I was so excited for this game because I was a huge fan of SOCOM, the third-person over-the-shoulder style, and I was like, all right, we got a Tom Clancy military shooter.
Tom Clancy. It's,
with an amazing story premise, and it's going to be awesome. But it made no sense that I'm shooting 1,000 rounds at a dude in the face, and he's not dying, and I get hit in the chest with a bat, and I instantly die. I mean, that makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, you either have just the bosses covered in massive amounts of Kevlar, then I'd be like, okay, this is a little more believable.
Right.
But it made. Yeah.
Or you have a shotgunner that can hit you from 30 meters with a shotgun and
Exactly.
kill you
Exactly.
in one shot, and you're like, what?
Yeah. No, when we were doing that, what was it, the Incursion? Is that what they're called? The raids are called the Incursion?
Yeah.
I mean, we were getting shot by stuff. They were, behind walls. And I was just like, how
And not to mention, in the first incursion, was it Falcon Lost, I think, where several of us got stuck in that corner, like sort of halfway behind the wall.
Yeah.
And then so glitched and stuck that we couldn't continue. The rest of the guys ended up dying, and then we can't even leave the incursion because the one person can't die because they're actually stuck in the wall. It was just like...
Yeah, I mean, it amazed me the amount of things that were wrong, and they kept releasing stuff without previous stuff getting fixed.
I think that's what's so disappointing about it, because the original idea was so interesting and so different than sort of the standard first-person shooters that you've seen before, and that's maybe why it's so kind of heartbreaking to watch it just disintegrate. Is because like you have so much here that could be amazing, and you started out great, and then it just sort of didn't go very well, and rather than actually trying to address the issues and listening to the users, they just said, well, we're just gonna every single time a gun comes out that's too powerful, we're just gonna nerf it. And then so then now that's garbage. So then we have to just wait for the next time you drop a gun that's any good, and then the minute people start using it and it's effective, they nerf it. It's like, well,
yeah,
this is just a never-ending cycle of awful.
And they promised me that I could be a healer. And it's
you
useless.
were so pissed about that one night when they nerfed that.
Everybody had to have a heal spell. Like to make me a dedicated healer, I was completely useless. And then our friend Greg comes in and steals my set, and all of a sudden he says he's going to become support. He was supposed to come out and support tonight, but he's probably having dinner for 7 hours.
Some people got to eat.
It's just he steals everything from me.
He probably is.
And the game stole like 7 months of my life.
I mean, he's kind of retired now, so he's probably asleep right now. Actually,
it is past his bedtime.
But I mean, that was my biggest thing, is I really just wanted to be a support, and you couldn't. Like, in the beginning it was like, okay, well, if you don't have this ability, then you're stupid.
Right.
You're limiting yourself. I was like, but you said I could be a healer.
Well, and we couldn't really afford the loss in DPS either. Like, we as a 4-person team, you being low DPS and high heal, it's like, that's great, and we need the heals, but we also are getting
DPS,
hammered, right? We need the DPS too.
You're literally forcing everybody to go firearms with you have high skill power, that's wonderful, but you got to have high firearms as well. But like, well, I don't want to shoot. I want to do sticky bomb or
right.
I want to do that stuff and do damage. No, yeah, did not happening.
Right. And then you have people in the dark zone who just go in and just gear up as much as they can for firepower, and then they just stand at the gate of dark zone and then just gank you when you come inside.
Yeah. Well, what's up with the cheating in the dark zone? That's like blowing up everywhere.
Well, they said that it's mainly on PC.
Yeah,
is that there are certain like weapon glitches and stuff where like,
and I guess like mods or something, you can actually change the software on the PC to make it sort of so you can get, like, for example, I've heard people who say that they got sniped from across the dark zone map.
Really,
you can't even see the person that hit you.
And some people are having no recharge timers on their skill powers, so they're using sticky bombs, just sticky bomb. It's just it's just like, come on, man.
I think it's just the normal hacks that you see on PC. So
I understand PC
they can see people
hard,
through walls, and they got radar on everyone.
But see, I hate the Dark Zones. That doesn't even bother me. Dark Zone was one of the worst experiences I've ever had in a video game. I understand every game has that on PC, has that form of cheating. First-person shooters that you just have to deal with. I understand that, but the core game that should not ever have happened with.
Well, and I think the saddest part is that you walk around in Manhattan, which is this beautiful, it doesn't look as good maybe as it did in the E3 demo, but which game ever does, right?
Right.
Yeah. But you get it and you download it and you look at it and you start walking around. This is spectacular. It's so real and so lifelike, and then the fact that it's actually a real place, it's actually Manhattan, makes it even kind of more cool. That it takes you there, and so once you finish the core game, you walk around, and then there's nobody. There really aren't any. There's no bad guys that actually are going to do any damage to you. They're so low level that you can kill them instantly.
Yeah.
And then there's no, like, the people, just the sort of regular civilians. There's not that many. It's just basically an abandoned world that also doesn't even have any sort of really useful resources to pick up. So you just sort of wander around in awe of how the amount of time and effort that it took to make it, but then they're just squandering it by leaving it empty.
So you're saying the Division has a ton of eye candy, but no substance.
Pretty much.
Yeah. No, it's true. I mean, like, crafting was useless.
Yeah.
Once you got to max level, and the thing is that as you were going through the game, and you were going through as part of like your fire team, you're like, all right, we're where like you could feel like you're making a difference. Like, all right, we're
Right.
doing these missions, but then and at the very end, like it's like, all right, well let's run this again and get the same old stuff, and it's just like, come on, man. Like, and then when the expansion comes out, you don't add new hard mode challenges to old ones. Like you're still keeping the same like 3 or 4 that we did out of like the 9.
Right.
Like, come on, man. It's just, I wanted to love the game. I truly did. I had so much fun with it to the point where I did everything. I mean, I unlocked 100% the game up to the expansion, and it was just unbelievable to me that they just kept adding. They wouldn't fix the bugs. They kept doing more things. We're just going to throw this in. It might correct the old thing. Right. Oh, I'm sorry, your character got deleted. We'll work on that in the next patch. So I can't play until you fix that problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Were characters getting deleted?
People were not able to log in. Their characters were deleted, and they were losing like everything. And it was, and they weren't getting any answers.
Right.
It was like, it's a technical problem. We're trying to work on it. It's just like, you know, when I got the expansion, I wasn't able to play the DLC. It's like, you don't own this.
Right.
So I had to go in, look at my account, re-download all this stuff just to activate. I shouldn't have to do that. I bought the season pass. It's already applied to my account.
And there was another bug where some people who had a certain backpack, all the gear in that backpack was not accessible for a while.
Yeah.
It was like only certain backpacks, but if you had that one for like, it was like 2 weeks, you basically couldn't get to any of your gear. Yeah, you just, hopefully the gun you have equipped is what you want because you can't change it.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. Because not only did I buy the game when the season passed, I probably spent close to $50 on appearance items. You know, I bought every outfit that you possibly could because I enjoy vanity. Okay?
But you know what? Your 60-year-old lady looked really cool.
Exactly.
She
was awesome. She had the white ponytail, except for those damn glasses. I wish I didn't have those glasses on. But other than that, she was looking the part.
Yeah,
she was looking the part.
You always had the latest fashion.
I really did. I really did. I always kept it fresh. Depending on what mission we did, I changed my outfit to coordinate the setting. You know? It was wonderful.
I think you hit on something earlier about how they could have, with minor tweaking, they could really make it, they could kind of address both issues of nothing to do and squandering this world. They could give us sort of like firefighter-esque type stuff, like rush into a building, save some people, kill some bad guys, and then they thank you for sort of saving my family. They could do these little encounters where that's what really happened. If Manhattan was taken over and we were going in as a group to try and save people, that's the game, is saving people, and you do that. You don't ever do that anymore. Like,
no, you're exactly right, because I mean, the whole idea is that you're trying to rebuild the city.
Right.
You know, and it's like, okay, you already did it. So you know what? We're going to take this beautiful landscape that we set up to you. We're going to throw you underground where you just look at cracks in the walls and rats. Like, literally, like, it's just, you should be up there and be like, okay, we have this base of operations set. We need to build another one on the other side of the city.
Right.
So let me start doing stuff over there, new stuff.
Right.
You gave me an expansion pack and no new abilities. That is absurd. Absolutely absurd to me that you gave me no new abilities to use. You gave me gear that sucks, and you gave me missions that make me want to vomit.
Oh, and there's no way that if you did that in real life that you wouldn't, once you had a base of operations, that you wouldn't then
expand.
Build satellite bases in other parts of the city to try and take back. You know, like what's her name keeps saying we've got to take back. You know, first of all, I'm concerned about her leg.
You get the same douchebag in the tech wing that keeps saying, "I'm too busy to talk right now. Come back later." It's been 6 months. You haven't moved from that chair.
Or that woman that has the cast on her leg. It's like, I think she probably has gangrene by now. Like, she better get that cast off.
I mean, I really like the guy that has the hurt back because he just wants
he really wants pain meds. And it's always Christmas. There's always a Christmas tree.
It is always Christmas.
There's that girl that plays the Christmas songs on her guitar. It's like, is Christmas ever going to be over?
I do like the Easter eggs in that game, though. You had the Homer Simpson donut on the desk that you pointed out to me. You had the Sam Fisher goggles on the desk. You had something from the SNL, Chris Farley, I'm a guy down by the river. I
live in a van down by the river.
They had his name on like it was like a missing poster.
Oh,
it was
really?
a guy's face with that name on it. And last seen down by the river.
Nice.
The little Easter eggs like that were really cool.
Yeah.
But
which just shows you that the developers of this game seem like they really care about making an interesting and fun experience. But like, why did they? Who ruined it? Somebody ruined it.
Yeah, something got in the way.
Somebody made an error, and it's just, I just don't know whose idea it was just to go. There's so much to do on top of the city. Why would you take me into the sewers?
Right.
You know, like I don't think that was a good next step for this game when we only covered like 20% of
Right.
about, you know, like there are so many areas on the outside map that we hadn't gone to.
Yeah.
Do those first.
Right.
You know, like it's just I thought it was just
Not to mention the 45 seconds it takes you to get from the base to the basement because you have to walk at, you know, the world's slowest speed possible.
That's unbelievable to me. Just let me run and jump it. You know, I'll take the damage. You know, it's just, you know, it's just, yeah, you're right. It was just, it's a shame. You know, you never played the DLC. You never.
No. I got to level 12,
Yeah.
maybe, because you power leveled me.
That's right. We did power level you. Yeah.
We did that burning mission, and that was it.
I miss it though. I mean, like I said, those first like 3-4 months when we were
Yeah.
all just, it was just
We were
so
addicted to it.
much
I mean,
fun,
every
so
day it
much
seemed
fun.
like we were playing.
I was like, this is it. I'm doing a Division podcast. Like I was obsessed with it, and then it just. I've never had a game turn on me that.
So
quick
that's not
before.
you're not going to launch that podcast then?
No,
That's
not anymore. I
gonna-
got one episode in, and it was just me swearing for 20 minutes. Turns out people don't really enjoy that.
No?
Except myself. I was laughing, but so since you know we're no longer playing Division, what are you playing any games currently, Ben?
So I am. I'm playing. I actually have gone back and kind of jumped through some of the other games that I've got. So I played a little bit of Destiny. Hadn't even put the disc in or opened it in months. Like somebody basically since we got the Division,
Yeah.
and we played the crap out of that game.
Yes.
So I got back in Destiny for about an hour. Realized that, you know, very cool still, but for one thing. You can actually get places using the sparrows rather than having to run everywhere like you do in the Division. So you can actually, you know,
Nice.
cover a lot of ground, which is nice.
Nice.
But other than that, basically worthless. I'll probably never boot that game up again. I mean, a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun with it, but you know,
Would it be worthwhile to try to do a Taken King raid, or
To do a raid?
Is it just not? It's not worth it at this point.
maybe just for nostalgia, the fact that we never actually ended up doing that.
Right.
Maybe just to do it, so we said we did it. But
We got Destiny 2 next year.
yeah, that's right.
I'm looking forward to see because I had a lot of fun with Destiny.
And then I actually, I'm not really a huge gamer, so I didn't realize that they had released a new Rock Band game, and I was a huge Rock Band
Nice.
player for
Yeah,
a
that's
long
right.
time.
I've seen you play that. Yeah.
So whenever that came out a couple months ago, I bought that, and then was playing it very kind of sparsely while we were still in the Division. But now that that's over, basically I have the Rock Band disc in my Xbox, and when I want to jump on and play for half an hour,
Yeah.
I jump into that and play that. So
Nice.
yeah.
So when are we starting our band back up then?
Yeah,
Because we had a band actually,
We did.
in Rock Band.
Yeah,
It was
with
pretty great.
My wife and I did too with her old best friend. We were Rad Band. Yeah,
Nice.
we used to get together and play all the time.
Yeah.
I was drummer, just tearing it up.
It's still super fun. They did this thing in Rock Band 4 where they, like in the solo section of the song, they set it up so you could play anything you wanted. You could play any notes you wanted, and in theory it would sound good. But I tried that, and it didn't really work well. So I just turned that off, so now you just play the notes like it tells you to.
Have you ever tried Rocksmith?
I have not. I've heard good things about that, though.
Yeah, our buddy plays it, and he.
Does it really do what it says? Like, it'll
he
teach you how to play?
He started from like nothing, and now he's doing like solos and stuff.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah, I
it
have
really does.
Rocksmith. I hooked it up when I was learning to play guitar, and I failed miserably at it. But it's
does-
actually it works really well.
Yeah, it
But-
does.
So,
It does
So
work.
it wasn't because of the game. It was because of you.
Yeah,
The
it was
failure
me.
was
100% me.
okay.
Nice, dude. What about you? Are you playing anything? I know you've been
Right now,
you've
I'm
been
not
busy
really
right
playing
now.
much. Been really busy, but the latest game I played has been Diablo. So, been loving that. You know, been killing stuff, getting magic pants. You know how it goes.
Magic Pants is
Are you
legit.
are you doing Rocket League as like they are or no?
No, I'm not. I played it when it Rocket League had that free weekend,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I played a little bit, and it was a great game, but I just didn't get too much into it.
I've seen you playing it, but I don't know what it is. What is Rocket League?
It's a soccer game with cars.
Oh, nice.
Like you're driving in a car and you're hitting a massive soccer
yeah.
ball. You can jump, flip, have
Oh, wow.
boost, all this stuff, and it's addicting, man. It's I mean, for a $20 game,
Yeah.
it is probably one of the best games I've
All right.
purchased
And it's-
for that price.
It's like playing indoor soccer, but with cars.
With cars. Yeah.
so
Nice.
frustrating when you play
So
it
it's-
against like a really good team.
Yeah.
Especially we whiff so bad that it's the vulgarity gets kind of out of control as,
Right.
as, you,
As
you're
usual.
aware with this group.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. Like I said, for $20,
Yeah.
it's I've got more than my money's worth.
Did
out
you
of the game.
customize your car in that too as well?
Oh,
or-
absolutely. I change it all the time.
Did you buy some appearance
No, I
items
did,
for that?
but you can buy the Batmobile and you can buy the DeLorean. if
Oh,
wanna
you got to get
them.
those.
Yeah. They're
Nice.
$2 a piece.
That's not bad.
And buy a bunch of NBA flags. Like anybody in the world still watches basketball. Am I right? Nobody. Okay.
And crickets.
Maybe some people watch it. I don't know.
Are you still playing Overwatch as well?
Yes, I recently just got back into Overwatch. I'm horrible at it, but
Nah, best Hanzo.
dude, he's getting
Hanzo
really
is
good
that's
at
the
it.
shooting star
He's
thing, right?
He's the arrow.
Hanzo's the
Oh, the arrows,
archer.
the arrows,
Yeah,
okay.
Genji's the...
Genji's the ninja. Yeah.
The ninja, right? Okay.
And they added a new character, Anna, a little while ago, and they're hinting that a new character is about to be released with a new map.
Okay.
So Sombra. So we don't know what she's going to be yet,
Huh.
but
I liked. What's the girl that she can like teleport and she has 2 little guns?
Tracer.
oh, Tracer.
Tracer, yeah, she's
Tracer.
pretty cool.
Tracer's booty.
Don't advertise Tracer's booty.
There's actually a Facebook page called Tracer's Booty, and it's just pictures of her butt.
All right,
And there's like 20,000 people who like the page. I was like,
Mm,
wow, that's absolutely insane.
I might download that game now.
You should.
Now that you're talking about it.
Go ahead. We need.
I mean, I was not a fan of Overwatch when I tried it out, but maybe you've changed me.
good.
Because of Tracer's
Just play Tracer. Bobby will get you into it. Bobby will teach you how to play that. What's her name? Symmetra.
which one is she? What?
She sets up these little tiny mini laser turrets, and she can like
Oh, right.
sets up a teleporter, and she has like a gun that like hooks on the people and does more damage the longer it's on them. It's like
Okay.
a laser thing. So really cool, fun game, fun game. You both should get it and play it, and
Yeah.
get Rocket League. And join us for some shenanigans. Am I out of my drink? I am out of my drink. What are we putting on for a break?
Yeah, sorry. I've been watching Jurassic Park.
Break time for some tunes.
Thanks for being on, guys.
Yes,
Thanks
thank
for
you
having
guys
us.
very
Oh,
much.
thank
And
you.
we'll see you in the world of Overwatch.
can't hear it.
Now you can't because the mics are now active. Hello, interwebs. We're back. We're back from break, and we're here with Sleepy McGee, Brandon,
Yo,
and
what's
our
up?
good buddy Bobby, a.k.a. Poor Mr. Poopsie on Xbox Live.
What's going on?
Give that out to everybody.
Yeah, that would be fantastic if people just start friending him, and they should, because he is the world's greatest Rocket League striker. I want you to tell us, in your long career as a Rocket League player, how do you do it? How do you constantly score goal after goal with precision of a Joe Montana throw when he played for the 49ers?
I'm surprised you actually knew who Joe Montana was.
Because I'm like the knowledge guy, right? Yeah,
Well, first off, it all starts with my teammates. I mean, you know.
setting them up.
They're the ones who set them up.
Excuse me.
Give me them sick feeds off the back, you know.
Do you find it easier to play like 3-on-3 or 4? Like, do you find it? I mean, 4-on-4 mode is called chaotic for a reason. Do you find it to be that much harder with that extra person?
I don't think I really think it's that much harder. I kind of actually like the 4-on-4
So do I.
a little bit more.
So do I.
I think it's just like it's more kind of skillful with the 4-on-4 than the 3-on-3. There's too many long goals that.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes obviously it benefits you a bit, but you know, sometimes you're just sitting there shaking your head, getting all pissed off when they hit one from the other side. So
yeah, it's and the learning curve in that game I always thought was super intense. I mean, it's a game you can pick up and just play and have fun, but to get good at that game, there is a steep curve. You have to master aerial shots.
Oh, you
have to,
dude. Last night when we got off, I tried to. Do the tutorial for a little while. For about 30 minutes, I tried doing it. I think I probably hit about 4 aerial balls, and I just got pissed off through my controller. So
that's awesome.
I mean,
that's awesome. Well, it's good because you need a new controller anyway, so
yeah,
it probably did it. And Brandon, you said you played Rocket League on free weekend, and you enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, it's an excellent game. I mean,
why didn't you buy it?
It's $20, man. Right. No, it's because every game you tell me about now or lately has been a total disaster.
Every game that's been won.
You know, the division, but that's such a big stink that it's like I'm a little sour right now.
I have 34 years of amazing gaming under my belt, and I've given such amazing recommendations for games that I would say 99.9% of them have been amazing.
I mean, you didn't steer me wrong before, because before that it was Destiny.
Oops.
So
yeah,
I can't really. I guess I shouldn't really be holding against you too bad. But.
No, I'll take that one because I was fooled as well, and we gave it our best for the first 6 months or so. Well, I'm not going to get back into that because I don't want to have an aneurysm right now. So, but before we're going to exclude Bobby from the conversation for like 2 minutes because you mentioned Dark Age of Camelot, and I need to know what realm did you play, what class did you play, and what level did you end up getting to?
So, wait, first off, did you teabag Maddie after you stabbed him in the back?
Well, that's why he's asking me these questions, because he's about to find out. So, I started playing Dark Age when it first actually the first week.
We were probably in the same guild.
So I guess at that point I was in high school at that point. So I played like the first week I played in Albion, and then but that's why I say the first week, because after that first week I went to Midgard, and majority of my playtime probably after that in the game would have been as Midgard.
Let me guess, you played a Berserker?
No, when the game first came out, I played a Skald actually.
Okay,
it's a good choice.
That's acceptable.
It was a great character. No, I was a dwarf Skald.
Worthless.
Awesome.
So, I had listened to your guys' podcast earlier today about Dark Age of Camelot. So I was like, "Ooh, this is awesome."
We've been Albion for the whole time. We had a 50 and a Midgard. I had a 50 Troll Berserker, but Albion was our main realm, and we had unbelievable amounts of 50. I probably had more high-level characters in that game than I do in World of Warcraft.
I had four 50s.
You had 4 50s?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I probably had a dozen 50s. I played that game a lot, and probably in all the different realms. So, like, I played Albion and Hibernia.
Albion's the best.
Yeah, I mean, I think Albion that's the people that like are drinking the Kool-Aid. That's the realm for that.
No, that's easily Hibernia. That's
maybe.
That's the tree huggers.
That's true. But
So, as someone who has never really been into Dark Age, is that game is that game still around?
It's
Still around, still kicking.
and still has a paid subscription.
Yeah, interesting.
People still pay like $13 or $14 a month to play that.
Electronic Arts, right?
Yep.
They pick it up. Yeah.
yeah, they bought it, I believe, right?
Yep. It's insane that game didn't go free to play. I mean, they have free to play like servers that like are like modded and stuff like that, but like old like vanilla style. That you can
they have
go
the
in and play for
shards
free.
now.
Yeah,
actually,
exactly.
So
Yeah, the shards.
Uthgard and Genesis server and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. So that's good. Thank you for downloading that episode. I'm looking forward to looking at my numbers to verify that you downloaded that.
I did. I listened to it today, actually. So.
But no, that's good. Bobby was there when I hit 50 on my Reaver, and I was so excited. And he just completely stole that moment from me and just called me all kinds of obscenities, and really took away from that achievement.
I mean, what was I supposed to do? I never saw the game before.
You were supposed to say, dude, you worked so hard for this, and I could not be more proud of your accomplishment.
Look.
Instead, you called me an overweight pig and probably told me to die. So
Well, look, remember, Playmate of the Apes was on. I was probably about 12 bees.
And you're watching it with another dude. So.
Exactly. So, I mean, come on.
Goodness.
Priorities.
But the thing is, back in the day, back then, it was before they had those task dungeons and stuff like that. It was very hard. I mean, getting to 50 was a very big accomplishment. It was very hard to level in that game. The grind was real.
At the beginning of the game, it was like you would get like 2 bubbles of experience in a day when you were like past 40, working your way to 50, and you'd be like, "Oh, I had a great day. Nice, good 4 or 5 hours of playing."
Yep, I got almost halfway through this level.
And if I do this for another 5 days, I'll get a level.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it made us like, I'm there. I do my epic armor quest. I get all that stuff done, and now I can just go right to RVR and die.
As I say, you could die and then lose your XP.
Yeah,
So.
But
exactly.
But that's what attracted me to that game. Once I hit 50, the RVR was great. Going around in the RVR zones and killing level 40s that are out there and level 20s that are out there trying to just level.
I did that in Darkness Falls on my Infiltrator. I would camp the Midgard entrance and kill lobies that are trying to hunt for experience. And I would dance and spit on them and then go hide.
Wait.
I didn't teabag.
Wait,
I spit and danced.
This coming from the guy who goes ballistic. You should see. We're playing Rocket League. Someone sprays grass on him, and at the end of the game, he ends up going nuts.
I don't like it.
But you can spin on the guy. Okay.
You have to understand that was during my immature phase in life. I'm now a grown man I've adapted to the ways of normal society.
Yeah.
Brian's like, no comment. So anything? Well, I already asked you. Other than Battlefield, anything?
I already asked you.
Anything coming out other than Battlefield? I know you very rarely ever check games other than Maddie. What's coming out that looks good?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I mean, you're my source.
Well, how about Titanfall 2? Because
Bobby's not interested in that.
no,
I never said I wasn't that. I just never really played much of the first one. I got on it way too late, I guess. So I don't know. I mean,
if I get Titanfall, it'll be probably January because it literally comes out a week, 10 days after Battlefield 1, and I'm not splitting my time between 2 FPSs. I can't do it. Battlefield is going to take
Battlefield 1's going to take most.
It's going to take the cake, and I just nothing against Titanfall, but I've been waiting for this for a long time. So,
Ryan, are you going to be all over Battlefield 1?
I just buy whatever he buys, so we can talk about it on the show.
And then a week later, he'll return it and be like, "You're the worst source of information I've ever seen."
Last recommendation he made was The Division.
Oh, wow.
yeah,
I also recommended Overwatch because everybody was overwatching me play it.
Nah, I was all about that.
I like Overwatch. I'm just terrible at it.
Hey,
Should play more.
Bobby, you should ask Brian if he's opened his mail yet in Diablo 3.
Oh, yeah. You got about 24 gifts from me, kid.
I hate switching discs on the Xbox. Overwatch is in there right now. It's not coming
Should
out.
have copped it digitally, bruh.
You're right.
Yeah, that's the thing I like about Overwatch. Oh, no, wait. I didn't buy Overwatch
Diablo?
digitally. No, I didn't buy Diablo digitally. Rocket League. There we go. Rocket League's digital. Although I wish there was a disc version of it. If there is, I'll have to buy it for my collection.
Of what, Rocket League?
Yeah.
Maybe you can get like a platinum disc like they do for all the vinyl now, you know?
Speaking of discs, I'm very excited that guy wanted to take a copy of my album and listen to it.
It's very cool.
Hopefully he's rocking out to him, be like, this dude is legit.
Wait, it was playing earlier, wasn't it?
Matt's music?
I thought I heard one of your songs earlier. I don't know.
I doubt it. Unless Chris has it in his personal collection. He usually
He's
has
playing it on loop over
which would be awesome
throughout
if he
the
did,
BART. Yeah.
Some Matty J original there.
I must be
Yeah,
confusing
I
something
did a chiptune album about a year and a half ago, and pretty good stuff. If you don't have a copy, I'll give it to you. You can rock out to it.
Yeah, I need a copy. Do you have it on tape, or what
CD.
format does it come on?
Comes on CD. Comes on CD. I'll give it to you in the 45 minutes you're awake during the day.
See, Matty also dropped some sick freestyles too.
That's true.
Should ask him about that.
Yeah, I'll make you a copy of
Well,
that.
I think I've heard some of your freestyling on
Yeah.
Xbox One, on the
Pretty good.
Xbox Live, that is.
Oh yeah, I like to keep things in gaming real. You know, come in, kick a few rhymes, loosen up, get people ready. It's my
It's your tea bag, is what you're saying.
no, it's like it's my version of like having someone come in and like rub my muscles to loosen me up before a game. You know, I just got to loosen the tongue, get the rhythm, get the rhymes flowing. Then I become the lyricist master that you know before you right now. I would drop one right now, but it's not gaming related.
I feel like you're on the spot.
and it's not appropriate because I can't kick clean freestyles.
No, it's true. You can't.
No,
A lot of balls in your freestyles.
It puts myself in very precarious situations that I shouldn't really.
No one wants to
explain.
hear a clean freestyle.
No,
anyways.
nobody wants to hear me talk in general. So
That's true.
They only tune in for Brian. So
I haven't even said much this episode. The 8 hours that we've been here.
That's why everyone already turned off. They're waiting for you.
it's like, wait, is Matt talking? Not interested. Yeah, this was fun. This was a good night. This was a long night. I had a lot to drink. Had good food.
5 beers
Good
and
games.
2 Sprites.
I think I've had as many beers as you, and I've been here like 6 hours less than you.
Yeah. I got a Sprite though. Obey your verse. I got sidetracked. Sorry. Oh, edit that out.
Oh, I thought you were struggling.
I'm fading off the end. People are listening, being like, "What the?"
I thought you were struggling to get the drink to your mouth at that point. I thought that's what was going
I
on.
was.
Because he was just staring at his Sprite. Can I get it there or not? I don't...
Listen to that beautiful.
Jesus, what the hell is going on?
I was listening to the ambiance in the background. Look at that.
Should I go to break?
No, not yet. I got another minute. Are you guys going to go next door and check out all the arcade games and stuff next door?
Oh, they have more games over there.
Oh,
I
dude,
wanted to ask you
they
about
got
that.
like twice the amount of cabs, pinball machines. They got an actual DJ over there spinning music. So
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
cabs they got over
That's
there?
where you'll get your rhythm down. Right?
they have. I'm not sure exactly the names of all the cabs, but I know
They
got
have Tempest over
They
there,
got
and
a
everybody's
Tempest
wigging out about
Tempest
it.
2000 over there. You got to check it out. It's apparently like built from the ground up. It's got like subwoofers in it. Apparently, it's going to knock your socks off.
Literally?
Yeah, like that's what I heard. So, if it's almost 11, then we'll
It's 10:20. About
Okay.
that.
Well, I want to head over there and check a few games out. So,
Are you going to do some freestyling over there then, maybe?
nah. Chris told me he doesn't want me anywhere near the DJ stuff or the mics. So he said stick to your show and that's it. So, which I understand. I can't steal the spotlight away from his night.
That way we're in the
People,
basement right
people
now.
would be like, "Yo, that dude is legit. He's kicking like Super Mario freestyles about like Zelda wearing a Samus suit. You know, wouldn't that be awesome?
It would
awesome
be.
if you
Yeah.
kick that.
That's gonna be my next. That's gonna be my next album. I'm gonna call it Dr. B, and it'll be the front cover of Tekken, but it'll be me riding a pony.
Dr. B? God, that's like the worst character in Tekken
He
ever.
loves Dr. B.
I hate that bastard.
Dr. B was awesome.
His favorite character.
Yeah, he was the crippled doctor that just rolled around the ground.
He's so great that he was only in that one?
I think they brought him back for the Tekken Street Fighter or Street Fighter Tekken cross fight game. I think he was brought back in that.
What was it, like all the worst fighters from both of them?
Pretty much.
Like
Except
can't
Ken.
remember Street Fighter.
Really? Ken,
I can't
Ryu,
remember the
Blanca.
No, I can't
Chun-Li.
remember like the really like off ones. Like remember when they tried to introduce and all?
T-Hawk.
Yeah,
BJ,
T-Hawk.
Cammy.
Yeah, Cammy.
The guy from prison,
The guy from prison. Well, yeah, what was his name? Like Rio or something?
Timmy or something.
Hey, Timmy, come over here. You're
It
fighting
was
today.
really like Billy or Timmy or something like that. Yeah, something non-threatening.
Yeah, no, I feel it. All right, I think we should wrap it up because I'm really starting to ramble and getting to the point where it's incoherent, unintelligible content.
Nice.
So we're going to cut to a break.
Okay.
And we'll see what's up.
Okay. Thanks for being on, guys.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks, guys. All right, it's been a wild day. It's been a wild day. We've been podcasting since 4:45. It's now 10:30, and I'm pretty much ready to call it a night. What do you think?
You were done like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, but I at least made it like somewhat decent.
Yeah, coughing into the mic when we came back to do this is great.
Yeah,
Good start.
I'm horrible. I'm about as professional as one can get. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna splice this up in like 7-8 episodes and release it so we can hopefully get people to listen to it. We've had some good stuff during the day.
Yeah,
we
sure.
really did. We had a really good interview
really nice interviews,
with Leon and
yeah.
Ed from Free Play Florida and the Pinball Lounge. So that's going to be really cool. We had Chris Brown and Brandon on, which is really cool. We had a couple of our friends on. So we've had some pretty good stuff. So I got a chance to rant and, clear out my head, which is much needed because being at home with a 4-year-old now is, it's pretty much a PG zone. So this was nice to let me
Division angst.
yeah,
Got it all out.
Get rid of all
Yeah.
that. Oh God, I just want to like swallow my teeth. So as usual, follow us on all of our awesome social media shenanigans. Facebook, Cash Revive. On Twitter, shoot us an email at cashrevive@gmail.com. Shout Engine. Follow. Check us out on geekstreetstation.com. And send us your suggestions for future episodes, comments, good or bad. Even though, everything you send is just lovely, and I love every single one of you out there. You're all amazing people. You're all amazing. So, as always, Matt and Brian say thanks for listening. You guys know Brian's laughing, making me laugh. So thanks for listening.
You're a funny guy.
We're gonna end it out here with what do we got here? What are we closing out with? Some Sword of the New World?
Yeah.
We're going to end up with some Sword of the New World, so thank you guys for listening. Everyone involved tonight, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Peace out.